Good morning, students. This is G Sao online. Today I am going to teach Civics chapter number 2, class ninth. What is democracy? Why democracy? Simple definition of democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the adult citizens of a country. You know the fact that it is different from any other form of government like monarchical or dictatorial or theocratic government in which the rulers are never elected by people. Democracy has a number of features. Let's see the first feature, what it says. It says the final decision making power in a democracy must stay with the rulers, those who are elected by people. Means elections are conducted regularly and people keep electing their representatives, and some of those representatives become their rulers. Right? Then major decisions by elected leaders. Don't you think in a democracy decisions must be taken by the leaders, those who are elected by people? I'm sure you know it. It is they who are supposed to take the decision. Fine. Let's go for a case study, that is Pakistan, our neighboring country. What happened here from 1999 to 2008? Here a question arises. Did the representatives of people here in Pakistan have power to take decisions during this period that I spoke to you? Let's see what happened there. Come the year 1999, it was October 1999, a military coup was staged by the Army General of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf, and it was a successful one, and he succeeded in overthrowing the democratically elected government of Mian Nawaz Sharif. Then he declared himself the chief executive of the country, means of Pakistan. In 2001, he changed his designation from the chief executive to the president of the country. Again in 2002, he conducted a referendum for a 5-year presidential extension. I mean, he wanted an extension to his power and hence conducted a referendum. Then what is the meaning of referendum? A referendum is an occasion when people of a country are required to vote on a specific political issue, right? So a referendum was conducted and he got an extension for 5 years as a president of the country. Again in 2002, he came up with, he issued LFO, that is a legal framework order, under which he succeeded in amending the constitution of the country. Let's see what LFO did to him. LFO empowered Musharraf to dismiss the elected parliament and the state assemblies whenever he wished. He could do it. Then an NSC, that is National Security Council, was framed, which was dominated by the military officers. This NSC supervised the work of the civilian cabinet. You understand the meaning of civilian cabinet? That means a cabinet was already in place in parliament that was made by the elected representatives or the rulers in the government, but it was actually supervised by the NSC. That means the defense officers headed by Pervez Musharraf. Again, we find in 2002 elections to parliament and state assemblies were conducted. People's representatives had some powers after the elections, but the final decision making power rested with the NSC headed by Musharraf himself. Now, what do we come to know from this fact? That means we understand that Pakistan was not a democratic country in true sense under Parvez Musharraf from 1999 to 2008. That's why if we go back to the first feature, that is, in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. In Pakistan, it actually did not happen. Did it happen? No, it didn't happen. Because all the major decisions were taken by Parvez Musharraf himself and his army officers. Thank you. Jai Hind.